Okay, Boomer, where is the nearest gas station? Okay, so you're going to want to drive past that building that used to be the old dentist office. Take a ride at the large yellow house. Keep going until you see that sign for the restaurant we went to last year, and then take a left. If you've reached the place where Tim Hortons used to be, then you've gone too far. This is so painfully true. I ask for the name and general vicinity of a place just to look it up on Google Maps, and instead get a 10-minute explanation from 3 different people about how to get to someplace that's easily accessible and 10 minutes away. Okay, Boomer, what's the weather like? Why don't you go for a walk and see for yourself? Okay, Boomer, open YouTube. How? Can you show me? Always quickly followed up with, oh, I know how to use computers. I knew how before anybody else did. I'm not dumb, you know. As accusatory as possible for absolutely no reason when you fix the problem in under 2 minutes. Okay, Boomer, play today's hits. That is not music. Featuring a lawnmower at 7 a.m., an unexplained clicking in the knee, inappropriate talk radio at an uncomfortable volume, and the hot news single. Can you help me install this email? Also included, by popular demand, that loud, obnoxious cough, a sneeze that causes a 9.8 Richter earthquake, a baby on my flight. These great hits and many more, for the low price of 6 installments of what I think college tuition costs nowadays. Order today by calling 1-800-OKBOOMR. Okay, Boomer, call my husband. Only if you tell me when I'm going to get grandkids. It's about time. Okay, Boomer, how's the weather today? Alexa? No, you're supposed to answer me. Alexa, are you listening? I can't tell if it's listening. Do I start talking yet? I think it stopped. Directions to this address, Alexa? Okay, Boomer, restaurants nearby. We have food at home. Okay, Boomer, engineering job listings in my area. Job listings? You are just playing around on the internet. Figure out where you want to work and go down there. Ask to speak with a manager. Shake his hand, look him in the eye and ask for a job. Edit. This post brought to you by painful memories of job hunting during the 2008 recession. My dad was getting on my case every day about playing on the computer when I was checking job sites and going through their infuriating sites that make me upload my resume. Then fill in fields that are on my resume 3 different times. Someone in the comments below dropped the classic pound the pavement, and I felt my blood pressure spike. Thanks. Okay, Boomer, it didn't work, couldn't get buzzed in through the security door. Also, the manager isn't on site and works remote from another city. Also, they don't hire directly, so you have to apply to the staffing agency first. Also, the position advertised through the staffing agency isn't really open because they've already selected someone internally and only posted it to meet regulations. Okay, Boomer, you are just making excuses. Okay, Boomer, how do I tie a tie? What are you asking me for? Do you plan to rely on me for everything for the rest of your life? You need to show more initiative and responsibility. Okay, Boomer, look up therapists near me. Have you tried thinking positive thoughts? Okay, Boomer, how can I pay for college? Write a check like I did. I once got in an online debate with my uncle about this very subject. His argument was that he worked a minimum wage job to put himself through college and support his family, so we youngsters should quit complaining. To prove my point, I calculated how many hours it would take at current minimum wage just to pay current tuition at his alma mater, and it was over 100 hours per week. He was so angry that a year and a half later he still had the date of that argument memorized and cited it as an example of my disrespectful attitude. Okay, Boo. By your age I had a house, car, and 50K in savings. You need to stop asking for handouts. Okay, Boomer, what's the most effective birth control pill? The most effective birth control pill is an aspirin between your knees. Actual quote from a friend's parent, I'll never forget it. Okay, Boomer, take me to the nearest formal sit-down place. Okay, Snowflake, starting your route to Applebee's. Okay, Boomer, what's the capital of Iraq? Back in my day, we looked things up in an encyclopedia. Damn millennials, so obsessed with their phones. Okay, Boomer, what's on TV right now? We only watch the news and Wheel of Fortune in this house. Okay, Boomer, where's the nearest car mechanic? What, you can't fix your car yourself? Kids these days. Boomer, my engine literally just exploded. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Try not mumbling. Enunciate your words. Right. Okay, Boomer, what's the number for my insurance company? You don't have it memorized, sad. Where would you be without your smartphones and iTablet thingies? You know what, never mind, I'll just walk. Thanks, Boomer. Walking, finally, a good idea. Exercise. You're all so chubby. Don't eat right with all that Chipotle Bell stuff. And it's thank you, not thanks. And my response is you're welcome, not that ridiculous no problem you all do. Okay, Boomer, please stop now. Don't you tell me to be quiet. Have some respect for your elders. When I was your age, I owned a house. Okay, Boomer, call an ambulance. Oh, don't be so entitled. You can walk to the hospital yourself. My legs have been torn off. Have you tried not tearing your legs off? Okay, Boomer, open Indeed. You don't need Indeed. Just walk on in and give a firm handshake, you entitled brat. And while you're at it, you can send out resumes in the mail. I bet you don't even know what stamps are, you avocado toast eating millennial. You. Okay, Boomer, what are the local showtimes for Avengers? Digital assistant. I can't figure me out, you have to show me how to work myself, why am I so slow? You. Goddamn it, stop running all those malware programs. Okay, Boomer, set my alarm for 9 a.m. tomorrow. 9 o'clock? Are you sure? I see in your calendar that your flight board's at 10:30, and taking into account how it takes 30 minutes to get to the airport, that only leaves you with 1 hour to make it to your gate in time. Why don't I set your alarm for 5 a.m. instead? Or maybe 6 o'clock, if you really want to sleep in. Okay, Boomer. Remind me to take my medication. You don't need that stuff. Just snap out of it. Okay, Boomer, tell me about how life was so easy in your time. I had a part-time job moving boxes, and I could support a stay-at-home wife, 3 kids, 2 dogs, a cat, 2 cars, and what is basically a mansion in today's world. I don't get why you always complain that life is so hard.